Morning guys, so today I'm going to try for another ring pour using the same color combination that I used a couple days ago. So the first thing I'm going to say here is this is Bordeaux Red. It is absolutely beautiful. It is an Arteza color. I mixed the whole tube. I have a package of Arteza 60 acrylic colors and they come in 22 milliliter tubes, and I emptied the whole tube into a 9-ounce cup, and I mixed it with 200 milliliters of Floetrol, and I've got a full cup of paint from this. So, I mean, it's beautiful. I love the color. I haven't had to add any water to any of my paints. I'm also using, as I had just shown you, the raw sienna. And you can tell I haven't really used much of it, but I did put an ounce of Floetrol in here and then squeezed out just a little bit of that tube when I had mixed this the other day. But this is the color that it is. And the consistency is nice. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe my hand's in the way, leaves a little mound, disappears. I have the 24K gold, which is mixed equal parts, Floetrol and paint, and that is by DecoArt. I have Pearl Copper Gold, which is also an Arteza color. Same about this much of Floetrol. This is again a 3-ounce cup, so about halfway Floetrol, and I squeezed in the Pearl Copper Gold that comes in a 22 milliliter tube, and just mixed until I got a color that and consistency that I thought was fitting. Now, if I mixed all of these into a 9-ounce cup, when I do my ring pour, that stick stands on its own, okay? So I don't add water to them, but when they're that thick, and I mean, it's not all that thick. You got to test your paints and try them out. But I know with the Liquitex Basics as well, if your stick can stand up, you're going to have a successful ring pour. But with that said, you also want it to be flowy, so there is a happy medium that you have to find. But I mean, typically it's 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, and that'll work. I also have my Artist Loft Flow White, and I mix this 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. I actually mix up a whole gallon of it in advance, and then I dish it out for when I'm going to use it. When that happens with this, I actually took my tongue depressor and I scooped 2 to 3 scoops of the satin enamel paint, which is this, right out of the jar, and put it right into my already mixed white paint. Then I mixed it up further, obviously. This stick can stand too, okay? Thickness is important. Again, it leaves a small mound when it comes off of the stick, and that's that. The deep turquoise was the same way. This is a batch that I've been working on for a while now, so I did 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part of the paint. And because this is a hard-bodied deep turquoise by Liquitex, so you know, you can use a little extra oomph with it, a little more Floetrol to help break it down. When I mix the hard bodies, some of them don't mix very well with Floetrol right away. They sort of lumpy and whatnot. So what I do is I put a very, very small amount of water in a cup, and I squeeze the paint in there, and then I wait for a few minutes, and then I mix it together so it's a little more fluid. Once that happens, I add it to the Floetrol, and I have no problem with mixing. There's no lumps, there's no separation, and nothing like that. So hard bodies definitely work a little bit different than usual. So anywho, so we're gonna get layering here, and I've got a little bit of white in the bottom, which I had done off camera, and hadn't realized it. So I'm gonna add the pearl, copper, gold. I'm gonna add the red. The gold. Some white. I have a little cheat sheet here. I went back to my original video and I wrote down the order in which I had layered my paints because I wanted to try to get it as close as possible. But we all know what's going to happen. It's not going to look like it at all. I'm pretty certain about it. So I'm going to add some of the turquoise in here. I'm going to do the sienna, raw sienna. I think I have to do that twice. So, and then I have the red. I lost where I was on my line there. Turquoise. We're gonna use the copper again, the red, and the sienna. This is definitely gonna be more than enough paint. I don't think I have any more of the copper. Yeah, I have a little bit left. It says to use that, and then my white. I was gonna do 2 of these, but I think I only have time for 1. Okay, well, let's see how it goes. So there are my layers. You know what? I'm actually gonna move this over. I don't know if that's gonna affect it in the screen, but I'll fix it in a minute if it does. Because I think I could do 2 out of this 1 cup. We're gonna find out. I'm not gonna push it, I'm just gonna see. All right, I'm gonna be back with you guys in just a second. I'm gonna set up my other canvas. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna move you guys back just a smidge. And move you out, nope, this way. Try to reline you guys up. All right, let's see how we do. Okay, we're gonna work with this canvas first as I put the paint on there first, and I don't wanna screw anything up, so. I just got some on the edge. A little bummed about that. All right, we'll see how it does. That may have screwed that all up. But I wanted some of the white in the middle. This one's definitely going to be more of a turquoise. Ring pour. Like it, it's pretty. We're gonna clean that up in just a sec. Ah, it's escaping. Definitely pretty cool. I like this a lot. I love how they both turned out. I'll do one more torch and then I'll bring you guys in. I think this one is probably as close as it's gonna get. Let me see what's in here. Do some edges here. You know, the corners always have that ridiculous V. I've had some people say that I should leave, you know, or suggest just waiting a few more seconds as I tip it, the paint over the edges, but I think the only problem with that is I would definitely lose too much of the composition, and a lot more paint would be lost in the process, and I may not have enough for my canvas. But I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I just get nervous losing that much paint. So I suppose it is possible. I'm sure there are other artists out there that have successfully done that. Maybe I'll give it a try, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm just concentrating. Just want to make sure everything is covered. And I don't want to mix the paints up too much because they make mud. And right now it looks pretty good. Okay, let me get my thing here. I think the copper disappears, but then at times I see hints of it in the layers. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys in and you guys can take a peek at him and we'll go from there. So here is this one. Look at those lines. Those lines are just amazing. These almost look like Christmas ring pours, you know? The colors are just really cool, and I absolutely love how it looks like the paints are woven together here. So we have this one going across, these ones finishing underneath. I think it's cool. Look at the gold shimmer. That's way crazy. Those lines are just amazing. So, and then I come over here. So yeah, this one's finished. I'll touch up the edges off camera. And then I have this one, we'll keep you up here. I do like how I added a little bit in here, or else it just would have been gold blobs. But not as cool lines as the other one next to it, but the colors are so pretty. And I just love the design. So guys, have a great day. When these dry, I'll show you all the dried pieces of the other ring pours that I've done this week. So ring cloud pours, whatever you want to call it. But you guys have a great day. Bye for now.